second video for our first kit of the night from the Charleston Battery. Yes, that was the primary and secondary kits for the 2025 season for Charleston Battery. And it's a fun. It's nice that they did a little different with the music. I've seen a lot of times, a lot of people, I don't know, it felt a little different with the music in that video. So I do appreciate that. I can't pinpoint it, but.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, though, it's getting a little tiring. I don't know if it's just because we watch all of these videos, so we see every team's, but like the ones, it's just constantly like we're in the studio. We have some good pumped up music going, and it's just zoom into the kit, back up from the kit. Oh, he's dribbling the ball.
Yeah,
and
right.
So it's one of those things. I mean, it's a good video. It's very hype. And again, Charleston fans, you should love that. And I don't think maybe I'm just getting bitter from watching so many of these videos at this point that it's like, I mean, it's a cheap way to do it too.
I mean, yeah, but you're already doing the photos anyways, so you might as well just take some video while you're doing photos.
A little hype video, yeah, because it's not like the Louisville one. They were like all around the city. Oakland's the music video one. That's a whole thing. But even last year's when they had the drone going through everything.
And then I think San Francisco City just released a new video not too long ago, kind of highlighting everything throughout their city. Like you can tell when some put in more effort, and we do appreciate that. Is what we're saying. Not that we're saying stop doing videos.
Yeah, it's just these levels.
Yes, and honestly, there's levels.
And to prelude to what our scores are going to be, this kind of works for this jersey.
It does.
Mid video.
Mid video for a kind of mid kit.
Yeah. Kind of is a little bit for a very, very mid kit.
You want to start us off here with for us here tonight?
Say that again?
You want to start it off with here? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start it off. Charleston Battery. This is clearly a Charleston Battery jersey. I'll start that off right now. This is a clean jersey. It's very nice looking. Charleston Battery fans should definitely pick one up. But I don't see this being anything that collectors would really want, except for because you could have got the same ones essentially like last year. You know what I mean? Like there's usually because something usually come out with the black with the yellow.
Normally, outside of a few years ago, where it was predominantly yellow with a black stripe and then like the red accent, which was honestly my favorite of their collection.
Yeah,
but here they kind of toned that down a little bit.
They had like the bumblebee, didn't they? So it's like the black and yellow stripes.
Yeah, like
even through. Yeah, like the Pittsburgh Bumblebee kids. So I like this one better. So pick this up, but it's not going to be something that you're going to worry about getting next year because they're probably going to come out with something similar next year. But so design and aesthetics, I mean, it's a 4 for me. Everything works well. Everything looks nice. I like this jersey. Authenticity and tradition, definitely 4. Like if I'm thinking USL jerseys, USL teams, and I see this black and yellow, I will automatically assume it is Charleston Battery because they dig deep into utilizing the black and making the yellow pop off of that.
Yes.
Execution wise, visual details, mean, there's no real special details with it that I've seen. I've looked through the photos. I didn't see anything. They usually try to pinpoint some stuff, and
Usually, yeah.
yeah, and it's kind of it's a basic kit. So, but execution wise, it did well. Everything looks nice on there. I like the cuffs, and I like what they did with the piping on the collar and the cuffs with the black with the yellow. So it got a 3 for that. But innovation and impact, that was a straight 0 for me because
Yeah.
it's
We've seen this before, right?
yeah, it's essentially. I mean, it's a pinstripe kit. It's a template kit in a sense. You don't really see the 3 pinstripes that often, but yeah. So innovation wise, it's not innovative. It's not going to be impactful. They look good on the field. The fans would pick it up. Like again, if this was a Louisville kit, I would pick it. Ooh, I would really like it. Like a Louisville kit, the black with the purple popping off. Yeah, I would really, really like that. But anyways, but like I wouldn't expect anybody else to really, really want that kit.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I kind of agree with that. Honestly, I have a lot of the same vibes with this one for the most part. Um, this is you're getting what you expect from a team who, put it this way, one way or the other, focuses more on their players than how they're looking. I know some
yeah,
teams strike a good balance, but Charleston, obviously, they've been dominant the last few years. Every time I've seen them, Indy, it's not gone well. So I think that's a credit to where their priorities are and doing what's really good down there in Charleston. I definitely got to make my way down there for to see a match. I've heard it's
yeah.
gorgeous.
I would love to go to the away game there.
But yeah. So with this, when it comes to the kit, though, I will say it's overall. I actually like the white better. Maybe because I'm a bit of a Dortmund fan, I prefer seeing more of the yellow. And then when I saw the white, it reminded me so much of their third kit that they wore like once this year, Dortmund. So I immediately like that one a little bit better. But yeah, so when it comes to design aesthetics, I give it a 3. It is what it is. I think it's pretty straightforward. I think you're gonna look sharp in it. You're gonna look good with a pair of jeans. Sorry, Taylor, it's always gonna be my callback on that. When it comes to its authenticity and tradition, it is just a black kit with some yellow. I conflate that with Pittsburgh, so they don't quite run with that color scheme, anyways.
You're not
Um,
wrong.
so I gave it a 4 here. So I still think this is still what you expect from Charleston from a home kit, but it is that's it though. It's just black with pinstripe. Visual details because it's just a black and pinstripe kit. It does look sharp, but there's no details. There's no even like little nods to the city like they did a few years ago, or they're not even taking a photo shoot with a cannonball or like cannon like they did a
Yeah,
few
where
years.
was the cannon?
See what I'm saying? Anyway,
Yes.
so that hurts the execution there, Charleston. Bring back the cannon. So you get a 2 there from me because it does look sharp. It's over well done, but there's a lack of detail in this kit. It's kind of disappointing. And then when it comes to innovation, I give it a 1. I couldn't go with a 0, Fox, and what Fox did, but I did it. I did it with a 1.
I still gave it a better score.
I know you did, which
Yeah.
makes whatever. I'm gonna go with it. I don't care. I'm gonna roll with it. So that's a 2.5 from me, but it's a total of a 2.63 for the battery home kit, which kind of ironically is the exact same score as what we gave the away kit. So that kind of tracks for Charleston. So
Interesting.
purely incidental, but it worked. So, and then when obviously our favorite part here is now the kit value for a nice
Yeah.
$85. You can get this kit, and it comes out to be a kit value of a 30.88 for a black and white a black kit with pinstripes. It's shouldn't be high on your list if that's something you want to pick up.
Yeah,
Unless it's
if you
on
want
Vegas
like a clean classic style kit, kind of throwbacks, classic style, you'll like this kit. And honestly,
Yeah.
like 30's not a bad score.
No.
Especially
But
like
there's
for an
definitely better.
$85 price point, that's not bad because I feel like even Hummel this year has been more expensive
They have been. And there are some other
than
examples from Hummel that are actually cheaper, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But this is cheaper on the Hummel side. So it's not terrible for value. But my recommendation is wait till a nice sale. So
yeah. Yeah, this would be good
yes.
end of season pickup.
Yes. I would agree with that. Ooh, there we go. So, but that is the Charleston Battery Kit 2025.